dab, typhoon, wallets packed, no room, full bloom, path to riches, straight shot, no detour too soon. Trading is only as difficult as you make it. Rise, fall, rise again, never fake it. Cold wallets, private keys, gotta break it. Crypto life on the edge, let's shake it. Trade intuition, candlestick intuition. Charts wilder than Wild West ambition. We got the drive, mad clicks, no permission. Ready for the moon, orbit's our mission. Let's make this money, stacking sats, no fiat. Eyes on the prize, mad gains, where's the hat? Diamond hands, no flinch, iron combat. Full speed to the peak, no fall back. Trading is only as difficult as you make it. Rise, fall, rise again, never fake it. Cold wallets, private keys, gotta break it. Crypto life on the edge, let's shake it. Trading is only as difficult as you make it. Rise, fall, rise again, never fake it. Cold wallets, private keys, gotta break it. Crypto life on the edge, let's shake it. Yeah. Let's make this money, stack it, sats, no fiat. Eyes on the prize, mad gains, where's the hat? Diamond hands, no flinch, iron combat. Full speed to the peak, no fall back. Trading is only as difficult as you make it. Rise, fall, rise again, never fake it.
Oh man, I love that part. Trading is only as difficult as you make it. And that's so true. Speaking about true, let's do a 3 and a 2 and a 1. Let's go. I'm in the charts all day. My goal is to make you money. I provide the information required to know exactly when to enter. I don't give this blanket statement, buy the breakout, buy the retest. Join me every single day, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to understand the who, what, where, when, and especially the why when it comes to trading. This is why the coin's dumping. Every 7 days, it's releasing tokens. All right, doing a mic check. Mic looks good. Let me know if you can hear me, and let me know if you can see me. In 3, 2, 1, a bingo and a bango. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is your time. It is always time, you guessed it, to make this money. So let's do it, guys. Let's make this money. My name is Joe. This is Trade Intuition, where we show you, how to successfully trade without all the complicated terms, pattern memorization. You don't need to know hammer and shooting star and 3 black crows and 3 doors down and all that other stuff. You don't need to know all that stuff. You just need support, resistance, and of course I show you how to look at the candles to see where the wicks are at. The wicks tell a story. The candles tell us a story. Is it buying pressure? Is it selling pressure? What's the size of the candles? Are they big candles? Are they little candles in relationship to the previous candles? We identify the momentum of the move. We identify the strength of the move. This is extremely important when it comes to trading. You don't have to make it as difficult as we tend to make it. 15 indicators, 5 are saying yes, 5 are saying no. The other 5, you don't know what the heck they are. They just make you look smart. We're going to go over indicators. We're going to go over different thought process when it comes to trading. We're going to talk about FOMO. Let's talk about it right now. FOMO, fear of missing out. There's going to be a whole bunch of it when the market is really great. When you see all these double digits, 23, 57, 88, it's going to be crazy. You're going to have FOMO. We are going to more than likely be entering on breakouts. Right now is not the time. And if you're in groups that are telling you to buy the breakout, ooh, oh man, are you in their best interest? I don't think so, in my opinion, because right now is not the best time to be buying breakouts because you always have resistance. You have resistance above, and if you buy the breakout and resistance is right above it, you have a very, very high probability of it going to your resistance level and coming right back down. When the market is better, and I'll let you know, plus you'll see it too. You'll see that all these coins are doing really, really well. And we have to be like water. We have to be very fluid. And I love this analogy. You know, if you pour water into a bowl, you take the form of the bowl. If you pour water into a vase, well, you take the form of the vase. That's how we have to be in trading. So you cannot have a set of rules, 1, 2, and 3, and apply that to the bull market, the bear market. We make money. We make money, guys, because we're very fluid. We make money in the bull market, in the bear market, heck, even in the supermarket. That's what we do because we have our rules and we know that we have to be like water. We have to be very fluid. With that being said, once again, my name is Joe, this is TradeIntuition. We give you 1 hour of free mentorship every single day at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure to tell people about it. You know, my goal is to reduce the bamboozlement by other YouTubers that give you all these hopes and dreams and empty promises. I was there. I don't want to say I was a victim because I'm never a victim. I will say though that it happened to me, and because it happened to me, I became stronger. And that's what happens. Like if you get knocked down, dust yourself off, get up, get back, you know, on the horse or on the bike or whatever analogy you want to use. And now you know, oh, if I go down this rocky road, well, there's a pretty good chance I'm going to get, you know, knocked down. So now you pick another road or you avoid those obstacles, and avoiding obstacles is very important. This is why I'm trying to reduce the amount of bamboozlement, because again, there's a lot of people out there that will sell you all these hopes and dreams. Then you join their group and you're like, whoa, that was not what I was expecting. Giving me 20 charts a day, it's too much. It really is. But I show you how to trade. I show you how to trade. Now on here for Patreon, now of course I put it in the link in the description. On Patreon, I'm putting out free content and then also paid content. But very important, there's one that I think is extremely vital. Let me see if I can bring it up. Let's see here, 1 second, because I think it's very important. This is free, so I strongly recommend everybody go to here, this link that I'm gonna do. There we go. Let's see here. Joe Blow says, a gender fluid. I don't care if I lose people, but if you don't know what you are, then, man, good luck to you. Me, I'm an old man, so I don't have a filter. However, I'm on YouTube, so YouTube makes me have a filter, but sometimes I don't even use that. Just to let you know, if you don't know what you are, man, back in the day, back in my day, if you were confused, well, you had a mental issue. Here, it's, I'm not going to go down that road because I would literally talk for hours on that. Anyway, let's see here. Moving on. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, yeah. So I just put the link in the description. So let's go ahead and see what it is. What did I just post? This is when to enter a trade. This is very important, and this is free. Now, I provide so much free stuff here on YouTube. If you have questions, let me know. I will give you this information for free. And on here, there's a PDF. The PDF, it shows you the exact moments on when to enter a trade, what to look for, buying pressure, selling pressure, the size of the candle, resistance level, support level. Like, this is the foundation of how to enter, and it's free. Now, I do have a video on here, and there's a price on that video. However, do you need to pay for that? No. Watch my live streams. I give you all these tidbits for free. Now, if you want to save time and a whole bunch of hours, then you can pay for the video that I have on here that shows you market structure, order blocks, and everything else. But if you just have a question on it, ask me. Now, granted, I'm not going to do a 40-minute live stream on all that stuff, but if you have questions, ask me. Like, I'm not here to bamboozle you. I want to get rich with you, not because of you. And now I do have some of this stuff for with the price on it. But like I said, ask me questions. I'm not going to say, oh, well, I can't do that because you have to pay for it. You have to join the group. Ask me. I'm begging you guys. Ask me. All right, moving on. I'm moving on. Let's get with this. We're gonna go to the chat in just a moment. We do see the chat coming up. Pretty nice. All right. Let's see here. So crypto bubbles. We got some double digits. Double digits are looking very, very nice. Hey, there's Hex. Where are all the Hexkins at? Man, there was so many people that tried to get me to get in this one. Could it make money? Yeah, sure. You know, any coin can make you money. But I don't like it. I don't like the dude, Richard Hart. First time I saw him with all his Louis Vuitton suit or jacket, and it looked like he was going to go on a trip. He had his Louis Vuitton luggages like all on the background and off to the side, and then all these Rolex watches turning, and it was like, dude, like, who are you trying to impress? You're definitely not impressing me. Like, you look like a douche, like, big time. Like, you don't need to flex your money. Just be a cool dude, you know? Anyway, I didn't like him from day one. Moving on. Oh, yeah, let's look at FEFE. FEFE is right at resistance. It's coming down a little bit. If it does come down further, I mean, that's fine. But again, these are the levels. Would I buy this coin? No, definitely not. Why? Because I did my research. However, it doesn't matter, though. You can still make money off of these coins. You really can. Any coin, really. So just kind of give you a heads up. All right, we went over that. Let us go and look at Bitcoin. Oh, wait, let's look at the chat first. Let's do the chat. Let's see here. We got Crypto Candy is first. Crypto Candy and Jono. Ooh, barely missed it. Barely missed it. Jono. Oh, let's go over here. Let's do this. So we have Crypto Candy. Man, thank you, man, for being here. We got Jono in the house. We have FEFE, Third Frog, After Pepe, and Hoppy. What's going on, man? Very surprised. Like, the first day you were here, I did beat you up. I beat you up pretty hard. Now, granted, I gave you the brotherly, not the brotherly headlock. I gave you the brotherly punch in the shoulder over and over and over and over again till you said, okay, fine, fine, I get it. But I'm still going to do it. And that's fine with me, as long as you have the information. But you showing up every single day, that shows to me that, like, you're not just trying to shill your coin. You really want to learn. So good for you, man. Huge respect for that. We got Melissa in the house. What's up, Melissa? Appreciate you for being here. Appreciate you for being here. We got Buck. What's up, Buck? Appreciate you, man. Also, Dylan. What's going on, guys? Like I said, if you have a coin you want me to do, let me know. Oh, yeah. This one, Layer AI. Alert just went off. It's a moving. It's a moving. It's a very low market cap as well. This is one that I bought a long time ago, probably here. And then it just went up. And then, oh, maybe I bought it over here. I bought it somewhere. I bought it December. I bought it right here. And then went down. And then I was down. I forget how much. And then all of a sudden it was up. It's like, oh, wow, cool. I'm not going to cash out. You know, I'm going to hold it long term. It's whatever. It's going to go up, go down, I know. And then what? Oh, my gosh. Crazy. I'm going to hold it. I'm going to hold it. And sure enough, it came all the way down. And then lower. And then lower. And right now, I'm probably right at break even. It's okay. All right, moving on. But we will look at that. We're gonna look at Bitcoin and how boring it is in just a moment. Let's see here. We got Road Dog in the house. What's up, Road Dog? Road Dog says, I was so first. Yes, yes, he was. Until I saw you guys already hanging out. Let's see here. Melissa says, I hate FOMO. Yes, FOMO. So being a trader, we have to deal with emotions. Emotions are very difficult because, well, you don't want to miss out. You don't want to, and then not only that, but then you have doubts. Because let's say you're sitting on the sideline and you're looking at a coin. You're like, man, I want to get in, but I don't know. I'm going to wait. And then you wait and you wait and you get another signal. Then another signal, then another signal. And then it goes like, man, I should have gotten in. Then you have the woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda syndrome. Yes, I said woulda twice. The woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda syndrome. And you say, man, I would have made so much money. I should have entered the trade. I could have got in at this price. Don't beat yourself up. There's going to be several other coins. Not only that, several other opportunities. But not only that, when the market gets better, and it will, man, it's going to get so great. I'm so looking forward to it. Every day that passes is just another day closer to these amazing gains. Don't waste all your money right now. Don't do it. You'll see. You'll see. Watch. Let's see here. We have Mohammed. Mohammed's in the house. I consider myself a FOMO trader. Whoa. Well, the first step is admitting it. Hello, everybody. I'd like to introduce you to Mohammed. He is a fellow FOMO trader. We, in my opinion, are ex-FOMO traders. Now, FOMO trader means that you are either brand new or haven't learned your lesson. FOMO trading is very, very expensive because you buy the tops and you sell the bottoms, which is the opposite of what you're supposed to do. You know, you're buying high and selling low and losing money everywhere you go. It really does happen. And it's happened to me many times. But after a very expensive lesson, it's like, wait a minute, there has to be a better way of doing this. So, and there is, and we'll help you out. Let's see here. Buck says, I identify as an attack helicopter. Well, Buck, we respect your identity and we will refer to you as an attack helicopter. Now, it was so funny that, okay, sidetrack, story time. It was so funny. I was watching a YouTube short, and of course, the lady that the guy is interviewing, she's like, yes, you know, the people who can get pregnant, blah, blah. It's like, whoa, wait a minute. What do you mean the people who can get pregnant? You mean women? Well, you know, cis women, but I'm like, oh my gosh, is this world really that twisted? And he's like, so you mean women? Well, the people who can get, and then she's like, well, they want to be identified, blah, blah. And he goes, okay, and he goes, and if I don't refer to them as whatever they want to be called, then it's being insensitive, rude, hate crime, blah, blah. She's like, yes. He goes, okay. And I love this part. Man, I love this part. Let me know if you've heard this already. I love this part. He goes, okay, well, I identify as being more right on this subject. And I would appreciate you if you accepted my identity. And she's like, checkmate. Man, that was the best ever. I identify as more right on this subject. Wow. All right, moving on. Let's see here. Muhammad says, I tried to enter first order at 0.786, retrace, and second order in OB. I have no idea what you're referring to. I always need complete sentences, thought process, because there's times where we'll go and I'll change subjects. So I always need the who, what, where, when, why, especially the why. All right, moving on. Dr. J, what's up, Dr. J? Dr. J says, yo, what up, man? Just stopping by to support. Yes. Thank you. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Definitely smash the like, all that fun stuff. Appreciate you guys. We got Ian in the house. Thank you, man, for being here. We have S in the house. What's up? Oh, what did I do? Let's see here. Coming in late today. Hey, man, I appreciate you just being here. That's all right. So we have Lewis saying predictions next week. Yeah, so let's go ahead and look at the charts and see what we see. So right now, Bitcoin, man, come on, Bitcoin, do something. Like, you know, flicking your eyeball or something. Jeez. All right, so what do we see? So I like doing this. Zooming out. Just zoom out. Just zoom out. Let's hide all this. What do we see on the daily time frame? We see it's still in this very boring kind of accumulation, you know, in this channel, just kind of boring. And now it's coming up. So it's slowly but surely making its way up. But just like anything, it's leaving a bunch of liquidity on the bottom. So the market makers love to go and take liquidity. What is liquidity? When the price comes down and straight down, here, there's money to be made from the market makers, because you can only buy from someone who's selling. You can only sell to someone who's buying. So as people are selling their position and making the price go down, the buyer is the market maker. So the buyer is buying all of this as you're selling it. So in order for the market maker to make money, because they can't do this all the time because they'll go broke, what they'll do is they'll pump the coin. They'll either make a pattern, inverse head and shoulders, cup and handle, whatever, double bottom, whatever they need to make, so that they know, because they know that we are, well, I used to be, pattern traders. Oh, there's a double bottom. It broke the neckline. Let's enter. So then you start buying it. And well, they're selling their positions that they had before. So now you're buying from them and they're making their money. Now, granted, it doesn't go all the way, but usually 50, sometimes 75% comes all the way up. Well, now guess what? It's the same process over and over again. They were selling this to you, and you, retail, and me, was buying it. So it's bringing the price up. So now, in order for the market makers to make their money, they have to repeat the same process. Like, once you understand the simplicity of how the market moves, this is called market structure, it becomes very, it's like the light is on and you're able to see. So because of this, once it broke this level, and especially the wick, okay, now possible is going to start coming down and getting all this liquidity that the market makers are going to make money. And sometimes they'll not take all of it, but they'll take maybe later. So right here, bunch of liquidity that was here, they only got this. Then it came down, took more liquidity, came down, took more liquidity, came down, take more liquidity. So whenever you have fair value gaps or order blocks, that is a very high interest for the market makers to bring it down to that area. This is an imbalance in the chart. This is when the price moved very, very fast. Give you a heads up. Okay, so these lines that I have here, these are my moving averages. So the first one, the white, is my 9 moving average. The orange is my 30 moving average. Joe, why are you using 30? People use a 21 or it's just a 30. I like 30. It's done very well for me. So I like 30. This is, the red is my 50 SMA, smooth moving average. And then we have the yellow, which is my 200. So again, 9, 30. Now I use 9 because most day traders in the stock market, they use the 9 moving average. And one of my buddies, he said that, of course, he listens to a bunch and watches a bunch of very, 6-figure plus income traders and stock traders. And he says they use the 9. So if they're successful, he wants to copy them. And then, of course, he showed me. So now I use the 9. The 9 is much faster than the 21. So you're going to get your, this just shows momentum. So you're going to get the showing of momentum much sooner than a 21. I'll give you a heads up. So that is the white line. I don't use EMAs. EMAs are exponential moving averages. They are faster. Now, some people, if they use leverage, they prefer the EMAs because they react faster. However, for me, I look at EMAs just the way, and SMAs, pretty much the same way as I look at time frames. lower time frames, you get faster moves, you get more ups and downs, you get more patterns, you get more breaks and support and everything else. Higher time frames, you get fewer of the movement, fewer ups and downs, but the ups and downs that you get, support resistance levels that you get, they're much stronger than a lower time frame. And that's how I look at EMAs. EMAs are, in my opinion, like a lower time frame. They're very fast and can give you false signals, more fake outs, versus a smooth moving average, which is like a longer term time frame where it gets more data. So that's my reasoning for using an SMA versus an EMA. All right, let's see, SMA, not EMA. Okay. SSMA, simple, smooth, or SMA. I just use the SMA. I don't use the SSMA. Never needed to, never wanted to. I do know that other people use the SSMA, but SMAs work fine for me. So I don't use the other one. Let's see here. Okay, cool, thanks. Awesome. All right. So in order for me to start getting bullish on Bitcoin, it needs to break its daily high. What is that number? 65.1. It needs to break 65.1 in order for me to get bullish. Until then, it can be in this internal structure between the daily high and the daily low all at once. It can go up, it can go down, we can make some money, we can get some money on some shorts or longs, but until it breaks the daily high. Now, once it does that, then we are looking at a higher high, possibly putting in a higher low. So what is that doing? That's changing the trend. I trade on trends. I don't trade on patterns or anything else. I trade trends. And that's the safest way to trade, in my opinion. Because if you're trading a higher high and a higher low, you have a much higher likelihood that it'll continue that trend until it stops. Versus, let's say here, we are buying this breakout. It breaks out, but then there's resistance right here. There's a high. It comes up to that, and let me draw it out for you. I'm a visual person. So let's say price action is doing this. And we have a trend line like this. Not the best, but you know, you can kind of see it. And then you have, let's say, a group that says, oh, buy the breakout, buy the breakout. And sure enough, you buy the breakout. And here is our resistance level. Let me change the color so everybody can see it. Let's do white. And let's make it a little bit thicker so everybody can see it. Then you buy the breakout. And the price comes up here, gets rejected, comes back down, does a beautiful retest, add on the retest. Then it comes up, gets rejected again, comes down, and now it's doing this. Perfect example was when another group posted big time, and it's perfect set, just like this. And I saw, I was like, oh no, there's the resistance right here. Like, what you want to do is you want to wait for the break of this resistance, then you can enter the trade. And there was another resistance level right here. Once it breaks this next one, then you can add to your entry, because now what it's doing, it's changing the trend. And sure enough, 1 month, 2 months later, it went down like another 30–40%. Now, granted, does it happen? Sure, you know, that's what happens. You know, price will come down. It's okay. But the thing is, why be in a trade longer than you have to be and you're buying the breakout? So I trade on the trend. And that's what I show here on the channel, is trend trading, which is much safer in my opinion. Now, when the market gets bullish, when the market gets bullish, you know, we will be buying the breakout, because now the market's different. We'll be buying the breakout, and we'll be adding on the break of the next resistance level, front running the trend, because now there's more money in the market. You have a much higher likelihood of it changing the trend once it breaks this. So once again, that's what I do. I treat your money as if it was my money. I am very, how do I say this? I'm very careful. And sometimes You know, we have to just be patient because patience will pay off. All right, moving on. All right. Once again, guys, if you have any coins you want me to do, if you have any questions in reference to EMAs, SMAs, Bollinger Bands, the Ikumuku Cloud, that's a funny name, but I'm not going to say it again. But if you have any questions on anything, let me know. I'll let you know. So right now, on the 4-hour time frame, we did see all this. Now, let me go ahead and clear some of this junk. Let's take off the 1 hour. Let's take off the weekly. Let's take off, I already got that off. Okay, so that's much cleaner. So here we can see that on the 4-hour time frame, we broke this high. Now, again, you know, I am starting to use kind of fancier terms, but I always break it down for you. Break of structure or change of character, all that means is it is a break of a most recent high. That's it. SFP, swing failure pattern, all that is when you have wicks that cross the high and then come back down. That's all that is. So I say the terms, but I also break it down for you because, in my opinion, when people, we have an SFP and then we have a break of structure and look at the chart, and then it's like, well, what are you talking about? I know what they're talking about, but I always have the beginner mindset. Like if I was brand new, I would have no idea what you're saying. What's an SFP? How come you never explained it? You said it 13 times in your video, but you never once explained it or showed what it was so that I can kind of figure out what you're talking about. I always keep it super, super simple, guys. And that's how I learn, you know. Anyway, moving on. So here we had a break of structure, which is the break of the most recent high. Then we had another break of structure. So it's showing momentum. It's showing higher highs, higher lows. Broke it again. So as long as it does not break the low, so right now, because it broke this high, this is our most recent 4-hour low. As long as it does not, the price action does not break this low, we're bullish. It can go anywhere in here and be bullish. But once it breaks this level, nope. Hey, we got Alex O Crypto in the house. This guy right here, strongly recommend, watch this guy. Watch this guy. He's already big, but he's going to get really, really big. I love the way he breaks down stuff. Alex O Crypto says, Joe, happy weekend. Have a great day. See ya. Awesome, man. Appreciate you for stopping by. But yeah, definitely check him out. Dude's a beast. Absolute beast. Let's see here. So here we do have our daily order block. It barely tapped it, and now it's coming down. Now, on top of that, it's very boring. Let's go back to the 4-hour. Let's just see what we have here. We have some order blocks down here. We also have some very, very important, in my opinion, fair value gaps and order blocks further down. We're leaving all this liquidity. So this all right here is liquidity. So this area is liquidity. This area, and this is where the price action did not come back down to take up this money that the market makers would like to get. And then of course this. Now wicks are a easy sign to spot liquidity. This is just saying that there was a lot of buying pressure, or if it was on top, selling pressure. So this is, to make it simple, this is a nice possible support zone where the price action may come down to this area. Since there was previously a lot of buying pressure, there might be a lot of buying pressure here. Notice I say might, possible, could, chance of, because nobody knows what's gonna happen until after the fact. I will never say the price will do this. Ooh, man, if you watch somebody who does that, be careful. They're out to wreck you. I'm telling you, they are out to wreck you. All right, moving on. Right now, price action, I would love to see the price action come down to here, this level, not breaking the 4-hour low, but just coming down to this level and continuing up to break. I don't know if it's going to break it right away. It might come up here, come down, maybe something to do this number before it breaks up. But once it breaks the daily high of 65.1, now we can start looking for possible going up. And it just depends on the FOMO. Depends if we're going to break, you know, all these other levels. And these other levels, we do have just areas of interest. That's all that is, areas of interest. All this right here. This is, there are a lot of selling orders or sell orders all in this area. Oh, because if you go to the daily time frame, it's much easier to see. Let's go ahead and take this off so we can see what's going on. You can see that there's a lot of just selling pressure in this area. Comes up, goes down, comes up, goes down, comes up, goes down. So there, it's like a wall, and there's a lot of people selling right here. So, and the people who are selling are the people who bought down here. But just know that once we break this, we're going to come down. But once all this is said and done, and then we finally break this, you know, it's off to the races. Off to the races. In my opinion, nobody knows. Let's see here. We got Peter in the house. What's up, Peter? Appreciate you, man, for being here. Let's go to a smaller time frame. And let's see here. So the 4-hour time frame. I'm already tired of talking about Bitcoin. I like talking about your coins, but nobody's putting any coins in the chat. So I'm going to look at LAI in just a moment. Now, 1-hour time frame. Boring. So boring. We had nice price action, nice little retracement, and it's good to see a retracement about 50%, 75% for the market makers. Now, when the market gets very bullish, they're going to leave a lot of orders down here because they're going to make more money going in the trend, which would more than likely be up. And the retracements that we're going to see on average are between 25 and 35, maybe 40%, but usually like 25%. That's the retracement. And then it's just going to keep on going. Now, you never know when the retracement is going to stop. So what I would do is just kind of know that it could pull back 25 to 40%, go on a lower time frame, wait for the break of structure or the break of the most recent high, and then you can add to your entry or enter very little because it can continue going down. But once it breaks where it started pulling back from, which would be here, this is when you want to enter. This is a much safer entry because now you're breaking the resistance. And that's what it's all about. Let's see here. Mohammed says, Joe, can you help me understand the rejection wick? What is the definition? How to identify it with confidence? Yeah, we'll check that out. See here, Buck says, I'm messing with big time today. Oh, okay, he's messing with big time today. Grabbed a long position, trying to play the bounce, hoping the shorts above the break. Okay, very nice. So in reference to a wick, so we have to understand what a candle body is. So with the candle body, let's go to, and let's start talking about this one, because I'm already talking about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is just boring. It's going sideways and up. If that makes any sense. But it's very boring right now. So let's talk about this. So what we're doing is we're looking at the candles, the candle body and the candle wick. Now the candle bodies, they tell us a story. The candle bodies, they tell us buying and selling. Now the size of the candle body is very important because if we come down here to a lower time frame, you can see that, look at how tiny these candles are. Super, super tiny. Like you gotta zoom in to see these candles. These candles scream to me. Nobody's interested. There's not a lot of volume. Volume equals people buying and selling. Now, once we get more volume coming in, more buys and sells, this is good. This is showing strength of the price action. Now, whenever we have wicks, that means that the candle, and let me do this. So this is a candle, and this is our wick. So let's set this to the back, and let's set this to the front. So hopefully you can see this. Oh, I have the opacity down. I was like, how come I can still see it? All right, so let's go over here. Let's change this. Okay. So this is our candle. Now, as the candle, as there's more buys and sells, we have more buyers. So let's take this off so we can kind of see. We have more buyers. So what it's doing, it's taking up this wick. This wick is called a shadow or a wick. And what it's saying is right now, let me kind of explain this too. So wherever the candle closes, the previous candle, once it closes, the next candle starts. If the candle is above the start, then it's green. If it's below the start, then it's red. This is very important. This is also correlates to the volume. When you see red and green for your normal volume, it's in comparison to the actual candles. Now, this wick says that there was this, it was green. The candle was green until people started selling. Now, because this is a history of the actual candle, the length of the candle, as it starts coming down, it creates the wick. So this is screaming to us that this right here has a lot of selling pressure, a lot of selling pressure. If the wick or shadow was on the bottom, that's screaming to us that there's a lot of buying pressure. Now, you will get mentors that say, oh, long wick reversal. Here we had a long wick and it reversed. Here we had a long wick and it reversed. Here we had a long wick and it reversed. Here we had a long wick and it reversed. But what they're doing is they're picking and choosing what they want to show you in order for them to be right. Here, long wick. Did it reverse? No, it continued. But they won't show you this. What the wick tells us, what the candle tells us, it tells us a story. It says that there's a lot of buying pressure and we have a higher possibility that the next candle may continue going up because of the buying pressure. It doesn't mean that it will go up because it can easily go down. And that's one thing that I have to stress a lot. All these people, all these mentors, they're showing you long wick reversals and different candle names and bodies and, oh, this is a bullish candle, it's a bearish candle. You can see that without memorizing all the 75 or 125 names of each candle or candle series, 3 black crows, and you don't need to know that, in my opinion. Now, if you want to, hey, it's great. It's great. Hey, we got Batman in the house. What's up, Batman? Appreciate you, man, for being here. But yeah, so in reference to the candles themselves, they tell us a story. And they say that we could possibly, due to this candle and buying pressure, possibly continue going up. It doesn't mean that it will. This is very fluid. It can change at any moment. Same thing with the volume. The volume can change at any moment. So hopefully that explains, and I'm just going to double check the question. See, can you help me understand the rejection wick? Yeah, so that's what the wicks are. Buying pressure, selling pressure. So knowing that this is buying pressure, anytime that the candles come inside this area, anytime it comes into this area, we have a pretty good chance that this might create kind of like a zone. So we have like a zone right here. And let's just put this to yellow and lower the opacity so we can kind of see through it. This kind of creates a zone. So anytime a candle goes in this zone, there's a pretty good chance that the price action may come up due to the previous buying pressure. It doesn't mean that it will, because it can easily continue going down. And it's very obvious or evident when you see, let's see here. Try and look for it going down. Okay. So here, let us do a replay. Now, I love this replay button, and I stress this to everybody. Don't ever trust me. Don't trust me. Don't trust anybody. Verify. Verify if what I'm saying is true. Use this replay button that's right up here, and that way you can see if, and don't do it once or twice and be like, oh my gosh, Joe's a genius. Do it over and over, hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of times, so that you can see for yourself, oh, wait a minute. Like what Joe's saying, it's true. I see it. That's because I've done it thousands and thousands of times, but don't trust me because I can easily lie to you. Easily. Do it. See if it's true. And this replay button, you don't have to spend hours and hours. And you can do 10 in like 3 minutes. Whatever you're testing out, whether it's patterns, indicators, structure, anything. And you'll see sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Does it work more than not? If so, then try to use it. Now here we have buying. Let's zoom in on this. And the way I did that is just double clicking on the actual screen. So let's zoom in on this. Let's see what this is an hour time frame. We have selling pressure. We have buying pressure. We have this green. The green represents that when this candle closed, it closed right here. The candle opened and it started going up and up and up. And then we started getting sellers bringing it down and down and down. So right here, there is selling pressure, and here there's buying pressure. So based off of this candle, based off of the previous candles starting to come down, we have a chance, a possibility, that the next candle may come down. We don't know, but it might come down. And so let's go ahead and just do this 1x. And let's hit the play button. Let's see what happens. Okay, the candle stopped. So here the candle came down. Once again, we have more selling pressure on top, very little buying pressure on bottom. Now, this does not mean that it's going to definitely 100% continue going down. Once again, price action is very fluid. Anything can happen. Anything can change. Here we had a long wick. Where's the reversal? None. All right, coming back to this. Now, looking at this, more than likely, we might have support. See how we have this wick right here? Kind of creates this box. We have buying pressure came up. The price action came down. Created this wick. Buying pressure came up. Now we're coming to this zone again. So this right here is showing us a very potential strong level. Potential strong level. Let's do this white. Let's make this real nice and thick so everybody can see it. This is saying that we might get a bounce here. Possible. Once again, nobody knows what's going to happen. I have to stress that. So let's see if we do indeed get a bounce. And we did get a bounce in this general area. So as the price is coming up, it broke this level of selling pressure. Because now what could have happened, let's take this off. What could have happened, price action, let's change this. Price action, and let's go ahead and take off these bars. Take off those bars. Price action could have come up because this is a selling area, I guess you can say. It could come down, could come up, stay in this area until it breaks out. Same thing with this right here. This is a buying area. So this is support, this is resistance. And this is why it's super important whenever we're entering trades that we have to break certain levels before thinking about entering a trade. And this is the reason why, because there's support, resistance everywhere in the chart. Candle body closes are resistance. Candle wicks are resistance. Candle wicks are support. Candle bodies are support. So we're looking for all these levels of support, resistance, and see what holds and what doesn't. So hopefully that makes sense. Let's see here. Mohammed, let me know if that cleared it up for you. And if so, put a 1 in the chats. If y'all enjoyed that thought process on Wicks, put a 1 in the chat. If you already knew it, put a 2 in the chat. If it helped, put a 1, like I said. All right. Put a 1. I want to see ones and twos. Ones and twos. All right. If you think I could have explained it better, put a 7. If you think I could have explained it better, put a 7 in the chat. So one thing that I like doing is I like explaining stuff in a very thorough fashion, and I try my absolute best not to leave anything behind or out. I always have the beginner mindset. And for me, I think that's what sets me apart from a lot of other mentors and a lot of other YouTubers, because they'll say stuff and they just assume you know it. Me, I don't assume anything. Like I've mentioned this before, like I've had to where mentors, and I paid a lot of money for five mentors. I paid a lot of money when I first started because I wanted to be ahead of the game. Man, I didn't want to fail as much as new traders often fail because they're learning. And granted, I still fell, you know, I still fell on my butt. I still fell just trying to do too much, but I learned from all that. So what I do is I try my absolute best whenever I say an abbreviation, and especially in the group. In the group, I'll put price action, and then I'll put in parentheses PA. Sometimes I'll do time frame, parentheses TF. And the reason for that is because if I don't want to put PA, and you're like, PA, what's PA? I don't know what that means. What is TF? Like, I don't, and then you maybe be embarrassed of asking or not knowing that you can ask. And then you go research and spend 30, 40 minutes like I did when I got PA. I was like, what is that? So just to let you know, I try my absolute best to explain everything very thorough. All right. Let's see here. So we got some ones in the chat. We got some twos in the chat. We got Joe Blow saying I can explain it better. Okay. So Joe Blow, please explain, or please give me, because you might be trolling me, please explain how I could explain it better, or give me some tips, because I'm always interested in learning. All right. Jono says, I learned the hard way on leverage trading over past 2 weeks. Held a short, hoping it would come back. 2 weeks later, liquidated. Ouch. Ouch. I've done that too, man. I've done that too. Where I put money in. Let's just say I only want to have $100 in that trade. And I put, you know, I scale in. I always scale in. So I'll put like $25, and then to see if it's going to go my way. And if it doesn't, I have other bids, you know. Let's just say I'm going long and it comes down, and I put another $25. That way my percentage loss isn't so much. Then I'll go down. I put my other 25. So finally I'm in 100. That's the max I want to do. And it continues to come down. I'm going to get liquidated. It's like, man, I don't want to lose $100, and I don't want to close this out at, you know, minus $80. Let me just add to it, because it should go up. It should go up. You know, the market, this and that, blah, blah, put more money, more money, more money. And matter of fact, there was one when that merger was going to happen, AIG, or I might be saying that wrong, where the, oh man, I already forgot the names, but the 3 main ones for the AI, they were going to convert to one. And I got into all 3 of those for a long. And man, that was the most money I've ever lost on a leverage trade. Because I kept on adding and adding, and then I let the group know. And I'm very transparent with my wins and my losses. And for me, that's very important, because it would really, it would suck. I'm going to tell you right now, it would really suck if you were in a group or you followed somebody that only told you their wins, because they're trying to sell you. They're only telling you their wins, never telling you their losses. But for me, I let you know, hey man, like I did this, and this is the mistake I did. I kept on adding to it because it was too much money. I did not want to lose all that money. So I added more and more and more. And then finally, I was like, all right, guys, I'm going to sell it. I don't want to. It's going to be a huge hit. It hurts right now. And if it hurts, you're trading with too much. And ooh, man, did it hurt. I closed out the trade. I let the group know. I said, listen, guys, this one hurt me a lot. I said, I just tried to save it, and I couldn't do it. So I'm just taking my loss, and I'm glad I did too, because it would have liquidated me. So instead of losing like 80% of my investment, I would have lost 100. Give you a heads up. All right, moving on. All right, so that's that. Let's see here. What else, guys? What else? The Buck says, look at yesterday's breakdown candle. We'll show it, right? No idea what you're talking about. Hey Joe, check out or look at Bitcoin's level yesterday, break candle. Okay, I know what you're talking. I don't know what you're talking about. Dylan says, what coin types, AI, etc., do you like most? AI, for sure. AI is going to dominate the market big time. You think meme coins dominated? And you ain't seen nothing yet. AI definitely, hands down, will control the market. AI. Then, of course, you know, you have gaming. Gaming will do well, but if I had to put all my chips in one basket, which is never good to do, but it would definitely be AI. And then I would do gaming. I love DeFi because people want to make money with their money. So DeFi is good. I like DEXs because with DEXs, you have more privacy. So I like DEXs as well. Anytime you can make money with money, that's a good thing. So DeFi. But if I had to do it in order, it would definitely be AI, and then gaming, and then DEXs. No, not DEXs, DeFi. DeFi. All right, moving on. Let's see here. Muhammad said, thank you so much. Yeah, man, appreciate you. Like I said, we do this every day, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I want questions, guys. Man, I so want questions. I really wish that I had somebody like myself when I first started. Because guess what? You don't have to pay me a dime. Just, you know, smash the like, tell people about the channel. You don't have to pay me anything to get this information. Meaning, when I first started, you know, everybody was like, oh, I'll help you. Yeah, you need help, I'll help you. I'll show you how to trade. I'll make you a millionaire, like a zillionaire, like a billionaire. But you got to join my group. Pay me and I'll show you. Oh man, like, can you just show me? No. If I did that for you and I had to do that for everybody, blah, blah, blah. How can I afford my expensive house and all my cars and my vacations? How can I do that if I give it for free? So I will charge you. Like, man, all right. For me, I want to show you that I can make you money before asking you for money. Now, granted, I don't even ask you for money. I have a group. You want to join it? Join it. You know, stop messing around. Join the group. Like, you will save so much time instead of watching all these videos that I do. Like, everything is very pinpoint, straight to the point. Time is very important. And matter of fact, I did another thought process video for my group today. And the video was, I think, like 8 minutes. I said, nope. So I recorded it again. I said, all right, guys, I just recorded a video. It was 8 minutes. Nope, not going to do that to you. I'm going to do a 3-minute video. I got 2 minutes and 45 seconds to go. Let's do it. And then I broke down Bitcoin. I broke down some of the charts I'm looking at, broke down the coin that we're actually in. And your time is important. So if you want to learn much faster, stop messing around, join the group. If you don't have money, don't worry about it. Ask me questions. You know, some people in crypto have a lot of money, so they don't mind paying the fee. Some people have a little bit of money, but they still don't mind paying the fee. Some people have no money, and I don't think that people who don't have any money should be held back. You know, at least you can get the information so that if you have an extra $20 and maybe you don't go out with the boys, or you don't get pizza, or you don't go out to eat one time a week or whatever, and you save that $20 or $50 or whatever it is, then you can grow that and grow it and grow it and grow it. And then, hey, you know what? Making you money. All right, moving on. Man, it's really hot here. All right, let's see here. What else do we got? Let's see here. Can we look at ETH? Yeah, definitely. Let's look at some ETH. I do like this one, LAI right now. Let us delete everything. 30 drawings. OMG. Let's look at this one. This one is looking really good. Man, is it looking good. It broke so many levels. This is on the daily time frame. Let's just show you what levels it broke. It broke this candle body close, which is resistance. It broke this highest point of the wick, resistance. It has this low volume node. What does that mean, Joe? Those are some fancy words. It just means the price just came down fast. There's no ups and downs, and that's showing levels of support, resistance. That's all that's showing. Same thing here, low volume node. It went straight up. So all these people that use all these different, and I'll show you too. I will show you. I'm gonna look smart real quick, guys. I'm gonna look smart. This is the, what is it? Visible range volume profile. This is a free indicator. I don't like using this one because it moves. It's the visible range. So if I adjust, look at this. If I adjust this chart, notice what happens. 3, 2, 1, it changed. If I adjust this chart, because this is the visible range, it's whatever you see on the chart, this changes. See how it does that? I don't like that. But you can see right here, there's a lot of volume, a lot of buys and sells, And look at this, guys. I'm smart. Here is a low volume node. This means that there's low volume, but I don't need an indicator to make me try to look smart. I can see it right here. Price just went down. No support, resistance, lots of volume. Like here, volume. Here, just went straight down. Low volume node. Now, there is an indicator that I do prefer prior to this one. Where is this? Get out of here. There is the fixed range volume profile. And this fixed range volume profile is over here. So once I click on it, you'll see that it's right here. You go to this, and then I have it starred, so it's on my floating toolbar. But you can go from, you know, and it's ranges. So price came down here, start doing this range. So you can go from here to here, and it'll give you the POC, point of control. So this is, if it's above it, it's good, strong. If it's below it, be careful, because this could act as resistance, because this is the point of control. If it comes down to it, it might act as support. So I do like the fixed range volume profile, because no matter where I move it on the chart, it stays in that place. See that? So that's why I like. Moving on. Get out of here, fixed range. All right, so looking at this, going to a smaller time frame, 4-hour time frame, what we're doing is we're zooming in so we can look at all of the ups and downs. Here we had a really nice up. Here it broke this level, continued coming up. It would be really nice if it comes down. Now, granted, let me look. What I'm doing is I'm looking for a zone. I'm looking for price where there was a lot of support, resistance, and I really don't see it here. I was hoping I would, where I see a lot of ups and downs. So that'll be a really nice zone to where if the price did come down to, more than likely it would find support. Right now, this is in an order block, 4-hour order block. It looks like it will break out of it. Now, this one right here, it's great for a long-term investment, in my opinion. This is AI. I really like this coin. I am invested in this coin, as I mentioned earlier, and not financial advice. But for me personally, if I was looking at getting an AI coin, that I was just going to hold it for 6 months, 13 months, 15 months, whatever it is, until the bull market finishes, I personally would enter right now. Again, not financial advice. I would also have a lower entry down here, about 20% lower. And I would have my other entry right around here. I'm going to make these numbers big so that everybody can see them. So we'll do 20. So the blues are where I would enter. And then I would also have another level about, oh, it's only 30. I was thinking it's going to be 40. So about 35, in case it does come all the way down here to this 4-hour order block. and this would be my level. Now, this, in my opinion, is a great long-term hold. Now, could it go to zero? Sure, anything can. Can this give you a 10x? Very high possibility. What is the market cap? Now, one thing that I love doing is I love looking at the market caps. So I love going to Coin Market Cap or CoinGecko, and let's type in Layer AI. The ticker is LAI. And it's only a 45.7 million market cap. I do like it. This is telling us that we have a lot of potential for it to go. Now, another thing that I do like is that this one came out last year, March 2023, and it did not just flatline. In 2024, we had 2 pumps. One of them was in March, and the other one was the end of 2023 was in December. So as long as it has at least 1 pump, and it doesn't have to be this big, but just something like this would be nice, and not just a flat line, this is telling me that there is hope for this coin. Now, this one did have a really, really nice run up, which we saw March 2024, and now it's come down, it's retraced. So this, in my opinion, good coin. Now, I'm not telling you this to shill my coin. I'm telling you this because I believe it's a good coin. All right, moving on. Let's see here. I also like looking at the tags. The tags are very important. I'm showing you how to do fundamental analysis, tokenomics. And this, in my opinion, is very important when looking at a coin, especially long term. Or even if you're just going to do a short-term trade, just to kind of see, oh, is it AI? Because right now AI is booming. Or is it gaming? Or is it a meme coin? Not only that, is it a cat meme coin? Because maybe the cat meme coins are getting a lot of, getting a lot of people talking about it. So here, privacy, layer 2, AI. Okay, I like it. All right, let's see here. Let's see here. Awesome. Hey, we got Dylan. Dylan got a new job. Awesome, man. Very, very nice. All right, and then another thing that I like doing is I like looking at the markets. Where is it available? Is it only available on Uniswap? Is it only available on a very small exchange? Well, this one, it's Gate.io, Bybit, okay. It's KuCoin, very nice. MEXC, okay. So Wicks, CoinX, okay. So it's on lower exchanges, but then we do have KuCoin, and in my opinion, MEXC is coming up in the ranks. I may be biased because I love MEXC. If you don't have MEXC, I strongly recommend getting it. The link is in my description of all of my videos. Also, I have exchanges that are US friendly, no KYC. So definitely check that out. It's in every single video. Links are in the description. So definitely check that out. All right, moving on. Let's see here. So 45 for the market cap. I do like this one. Now, if I was just going to do a short-term trade, I would have a very tight stop loss. Oh man, it's not even tight. I would have man, because this one could continue pumping because of the low market cap, and that's why it's very important to understand market caps. Because of the low market cap, it may continue pumping. What I would do, if I was doing this as a short-term trade, I would do, this would be my stop loss. And let's go ahead and put this so everybody can see it. This is my stop loss. Here, let's just do this. Stop loss. Should have done this in the beginning. Copy. I'm gonna read Joe's chat in just a moment, guys. So this will be my stop loss. Now I would expect it to pull back, and if I do get stopped out, okay, fine, I got stopped out. Granted, I'm not putting 100% of my investment right here. I'm only doing like 50%, and I'm waiting to see what happens. Is it going to break above this zone? And if so, okay, let's say it does this number. Once it breaks the most recent pivot that it's about to create, if it does, then I would add my other 50% here. So to give you a heads up, and the sky's the limit. All right, so let's go ahead and get to some of the charts that you want. Mohammed's asking for a chart. We'll get to that in just a moment. Buck says, sorry, didn't explain myself. I was trying to help with an example of candle with heavy selling pressure, but you already got it. Okay, awesome, man. Thank you. Appreciate that. Let's see here. Mohammed says, I want to like this stream like 10 times. Dude, appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah, what I try to do is I try to share all the info I have. And granted, I've paid a lot of money for the mentors I've had, which basically showed me what not to do. They basically regurgitated stuff from websites. I show you actual experience. I show you what works and what doesn't work. I like debunking a lot of stuff that's taught. For example, long wick reversals. I actually explain what the candles mean, how they look, you know, the momentum. I explain all that stuff so that when you see a long wick, that doesn't mean, oh, it's going to reverse. I've been wrecked so many times because I've seen that, and it continues going that same direction. Let's see here. Dylan says, like talked about before, lost everything due to a house fire, and my last couple thousands, now 5,000, and still investing in the group because I truly believe in it. Thank you, man. So Dylan lost everything. Dylan lost everything. He's in the group because he knows, like, the stuff that we're doing, it works. Now, granted, do we lose trades? Yes, of course. Was it the setup? No, it's the market. We can have the best setup. We can have the best everything, divergence, patterns. We can have everything. Granted, I don't trade divergence and I don't trade patterns, but let's say you do and you're very successful. Keep on doing it. Keep on doing what's making you money. But with that being said, you know, you lose trades. It's part of the game. Nobody likes it, but it's part of the game. I see here. Get back on your feet. Yeah, definitely. All right, so let's do ETH. Let's do ETH first. So let's look at some ETH. Let's look at ETH on this. So let's see here. Let's see here. More upside if it breaks 25.88. Let's check it out. 25.88. Very nice. You see what he did? That's the high. Very nice. Very nice. That is the high of this level right here. 25.88. Some exchanges will be different, but that's the high of this. So this right here, very strong. Look at this. This is why I love support resistance. Look at this resistance level right here. Price action stopped. Price action stopped. Candle body closed. 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 Now it tried, and this is actually creating wicks, which means that there is a selling pressure to bring it down. But look how manipulated this is. It's closing right at the same spot. Close, 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 close. And then it's losing its momentum. Then it's trying to fight. So I'm always looking at this like a fighter or a swimmer. As we can see here, I mean, it got knocked down and it's getting back up and it's trying to, you know, propel itself. Very small body, but a lot, well, more selling and buying pressure, more buying pressure. Look at this, buying pressure, lots of buying pressure. Here's a lot of selling pressure, but the buying pressure, and finally it breaks above and then selling pressure. What's it going to do? Is it going to go up? Going to go down? Like, who knows? Then we get another candle, and it finally breaks above this level. This is showing hope. This is showing, okay, I'm here to fight. I'm here to fight so we can go up. Now we have this candle. Now, what would be great to see is if the price action does indeed come up here. Let's go to this. Let's say the price action comes down. It needs to get support here. If it breaks this support, watch out. But it needs to gain support here to break above this level of resistance. And then even if it finds support here, great. But I'm looking for support possibly here, but at the bare minimum here. If it breaks this level, be very careful. Be very careful. Now, I do want to show one thing in case we have people just coming in, I do want to show one thing here. So let's go ahead and go back to this. And let's do a plus. Let's do this. If you don't understand candle bodies as far as when to enter a trade, this is free. This is on Patreon. This is absolutely free. Download this PDF. This PDF is going to show you how to enter. It's going to show you how to enter. Do I even have it up? Do I have my PDF up? I don't. Let me, it's over here. Okay, let me go to my downloads. Let me just, well, let me show you. I think it's here. No, it's in my documents. One second. Let me find this. Because I do want to show this to you because I think this is extremely important. So documents, PDF. How are we on time? A lot of PDFs. Okay, here we go. Man, we're over time. Are you kidding me? This is the PDF. When to enter a trade. So these candles that I'm about to show you, it's not sequential. It's not like one candle after the next and that's how they look. This is a comparison of candle A and candle B. So don't think that they're in sequential order or one right after the other. But this is how I show you. I give you examples like when's it better to enter a trade. So this could be a regular spot trade, but this is a long, you know, candle A or candle B, and then I break it down for you why. Same thing with shorts. So I strongly recommend downloading this, reading it, printing it out, and it's going to help you tremendously when it comes to this thought process, because let's say the candle closes right here. The candle closes like this, and you're thinking, should I enter the trade? Like, is this a good sign? 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 Like, that PDF will show you how to interpret it. And for me, that's very important. Nobody shows you that. Nobody shows you. Buy the breakout, buy the retest. They don't show you this stuff. I'm showing you experience, guys. Showing you experience. All right, moving on. Let's see here. But that's free. Okay. Let's see here. What else we got? Let's see here. Oh yeah, so Ethereum, yes, very true. Let's see here. Mohammed wants AR. Yeah, we'll do AR. Come over here. Let's do some AR, USDT. Now, normally we just do this for 1 hour, but we are a little bit over time, so this is going to be a rapid fire session. It's going to be a rapid fire session. Let's see here. I want to catch the weekly breakout and interested to build long for the bull run. Okay, so thank you for letting me know the thought process behind this. So the thought process is not just a regular spot trade, not holding it for a week, not holding this for, you know, a couple hours. You're looking for this for the bull run. So that helps me out tremendously. All right. So what I can do is I can go to a higher time frame. Go to a higher time frame and let's go and delete all this mumbo jumbo. Get out of here, mumbo jumbo. Looking for a higher time frame now. We did break this, so we have a zone. So our zone is roughly from here to about here. Let's go ahead and let's just do gray. So this is our zone. Now, how big is this zone? Is this 20%, 500%? So it's roughly 25%. Y'all can't see it because TradingView wanted to put white text on a yellow background, which is ridiculous, but it's about 25%. All right. So with that being said, this is our kind of rough estimate zone. If I'm thinking about entering this trade long term, I don't want to hold this going down. Man, I don't want to hold this going down. So what I personally would do if I want to hold this long term, even though I know this is an investment, because we may get another, depending on the market cap, 40, maybe even 70% retrace if Bitcoin comes all the way down to about 40, 44. Let's go to a daily time frame. If Bitcoin comes all the way down to about 50, 52, we're going to see a drop in alts, probably 20 to 40%. If it comes down to the 40, 44 level, which that's another area that we're eyeballing, if this very weak support holds, or rather breaks, then we're looking at this. The reason it's weak, because there's only a few days that it will support. Here we have a lot of support in this zone between 40 and 44. If it comes down in here, we're looking for alts, especially lower market cap alts, to drop 70%. So, and I don't want that to happen here. So if I was going to do this long term, I would have a stop loss right around 15%, right around this price. This would be my stop loss, 17.355. And with the anticipation that right now is the best time, not financial advice, is the best time to buy it, because we are at the bottom of this zone. This zone that I really like this zone. Like it's a really nice area of potential entry. Now it did break below the zone briefly before re-entering this zone. So this could be very lucrative. It really could. Could make you a lot of money. Now, granted, nobody knows what's going to happen, but I would do that. Now, let's say price comes down, hit your stop loss. Man, lost 15%. I would rather lose 15% right now with the anticipation of possibly re-entering and potentially making more money either at a higher level, or let's just say it does dump. Let's say it dumps 50, 60%. It dumps, wrong one. It dumps 60% to this order block on the daily. Well, you only lost 15% here. Then you see that the price action does this kind of number, and it breaks its previous high. Now you enter, even though you lost 15%, now you enter down here, and as soon as you start going up, you're in the money. 15%, 45%, 89%, 127%, so on and so forth. So that's why it's very important. Now for me, I did, and the group, we did enter trades back in March because, well, everything was different. We had the, what do we have? We had the Bitcoin halving, all-time high prior to the Bitcoin halving. Then, everything's going, nice. That could have been the low. Everything was very different. So, I entered some trades, and I'm personally down 50, 70% on these trades. Now, what I'm doing is I'm adding $20, $50, $100, whatever I can, when I can, to these trades, because I'm not going to sell them. I'm not going to sell them at a 50% loss, 75% loss. I'm going to, and these are long-term holds. That was the plan. Granted, I was expecting 30, 40% drop, but because, Bitcoin did its thing, it went down even further. And of course, the more that we're looking at Bitcoin and the more it's not doing what, everybody was anticipating, things changed. And now we have more data. So if I was going to enter long-term hold, I would definitely not hold my losses again. Now, granted, they're not losses until you sell. So it's unrealized loss. And when, due to the adding, as soon as it starts coming up, we're in profit. All right. Who's still here, guys? Man, we are way over time. We are way over time. Who's still here? Put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you're still here. Let's see here. So this one, I like it. I really like it right now. I would recommend entering, not financial advice, but if I was telling myself would I enter, I would enter right now. Bottom of this, and it looks great. This one looks really great. Now, a stronger entry would be once it breaks this most recent high. Once it breaks 27.5, this is when, there's going to be so much more confidence in this trade or investment, because now it's potentially creating what we teach, a higher high and then potentially a higher low, changing the trend. So I think this one is really good to do the investment. And then, like I said, if you get stopped out, you get stopped out. You wait, you check on it maybe 2-3 months later, maybe after everything stops dumping, if there is a dump, which I think there will be, then you can get it at a cheaper price. And then, of course, you know, add every paycheck, whatever you can. All right. I believe I answered all the questions. Man, this is a long video. Didn't mean to go this long. Normally we just do an hour and then that's it. I do thank you guys very much. My name is Joe, this is TradeIntuition. We do this every single day. My goal is to make money with you, not because of you. For that reason, I do this every day, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, answering your questions, showing you my thought process, not holding anything back. I want you to get as much information as possible. I do not want you to be bamboozled by all these people who dress fancy, have all these indicators, talk very, very articulate, big words, the whole nine. Support resistance. Like, I will make you money. Period. I will show you my losses. I will show you my wins. I will show you the reality, the actual trading. I will show you my experience. That's the biggest thing. Who, what, where, when, especially the why. I will show you why I do what I do. That's all I got. I do thank you guys so much. We'll see you tomorrow. And of course, check out the links in the description. I do have some links. Check them out. I would appreciate it greatly. But until tomorrow, remember, you don't always have to be in a trade. Do not FOMO. If you see something pumping, wait for it to retrace. I do thank you guys so much. We'll see you tomorrow. Until then, let's make this money. Take care. My favorite song coming up in 3, 2, and 1.
Yeah, TradeIntuition, flipping charts, mad precision. We on the grind, no sleep, endless mission. Crypto waves, no tide, just decisions. Ride or die with the block's ambition. Let's make this money, profits rain like monsoon. Bull or bear, we adapt, typhoon. While it's packed, no room, full bloom. Path to riches, straight shot, no detour too soon. Trading is only as difficult as you make it. Rise, fall, rise again, never fake it. Cold wallets, private keys, gotta break it. Crypto life on the edge, let's shake it. TradeIntuition, candlestick intuition. Charts wilder than Wild West ambition. We got the drive, mad clicks, no permission. Ready for the moon, orbit's our mission. Let's make this money, stacking sats, no fiat. Eyes on the prize, mad gains, where's the hack? Diamond hands, no flinch, iron combat. Full speed to the peak, no fall back. Trading is only as difficult as you make it. Rise, fall, rise again, never fake it. Cold wallets, private keys, gotta break it. Crypto life on the edge, let's shake it.